What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Old Ass T, and you already know the vibes. Welcome to the Voice of NYC TV, where we talk about a little bit of this and we talk about a little bit of that. Now, if you haven't been tuned in, now you are. Before we get into the tea of the week, we always got to get into the songs of the week. So let's get into it. Now, going at number one, we got Yeat's song Chanel. Now, first, I gotta shout out my good sis. Song is close to the name, so I feel like I might as well. Now, this is an old tune from 2021, but I still gotta speak my facts because there's a lyric that's been playing in my head, and I feel like I really gotta talk my talk. Now, this song only made it on the list because of the bar, and it really, it really interested me because I'm really starting to feel like people is biting off my name. I'm seeing people that have never jacked Voice of NYC jacking Voice of NYC, and they ain't even talking about nothing. You using your voice for absolutely nothing. But I ain't come here to diss nobody. I just came here to do my songs of the week. I've been doing this since high school. Morning announcing. I got my degree in this. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Y'all got me feeling like
So you gonna eat you gonna you not only did you steal my shit, but then you had nerve enough to actually give the example word for word. Like nigga, you really stole my whole shit? The whole performance? You see how these niggas be watching me and they act like they don't? This the shit that make you wanna smack the shit out of niggas.
but we're not really gonna get into it. We're not gonna get into it like I said. I'm just trying to do the songs of the week. So let's continue by going at number two, which is Hurtin' by Lil Baby. This is another oldie, but again, the lyrics have been speaking to me. He said,
What's the chances that you run you up a couple mil and you really come from sleeping out of projects?
now, I'm not from the projects, but we don't judge. Shout out to the P's. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. You feel me? It's getting hard out here. I ain't even gonna lie. Prices on eggs is going up by like what, $6? It's getting crazy. So ain't nobody judging. Not from the P's, but I can feel the lyrics. I know what struggle is. I love the hustle. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like life is all sunshine and rainbows. No, it's not. It's almost like Nipsey Hussle said. As if you sharing your success and not your struggle, you're a fool. Then you start to look like food. The gang don't even chew. Eat you up and chew out. And then them critics say you through. Shout out to Nipsey Hussle. The song they're making on the songs of the week list, but we might as well count that. That's an honorary song. And going last on the list for the songs of the week, we got Monroe X and his freestyle on the Radar. Now, I feel like folks really been sleeping on Monroe X. He got songs like 3 a.m., Like You, and many more. This freestyle solidifies that he's one of them. And this is what I be talking about with New York City. I've been missing sounds like this. New York City is about vibes. We need to really get back on that time. And I'm tired of, no, it's cold outside. I don't got time to be, I'm shivering. I just want to vibe. That's all. That's what the winter is for. That's what the cold weather is for. It's for vibing. Shout out to everybody on that list. And let's get into the tea of the week. Now, going to number one, let's get into this Super Bowl. First, I want to shout out Philly for crushing the Chiefs. I mean, they left Travis Kelce like this. I'm not really a fan of football, but I gotta shout out the East Coast. I shout out New York City. You feel me? Why not shout out the East Coast? A win for the East Coast is a win for us all. Shout out Gilly. He had a time as well, as we saw through the night. But let's get into this drama because I definitely have got a lot to say. Let's get into this Kendrick Lamar halftime performance because it has clearly been shaking up the internet. Now, first, I want to address the Lil Wayne should have performed claims. I already made a video about that a long time ago. I said I got mad love for Lil Wayne. But honestly, after watching the performance, I have to keep it real. You already know, as the voice of New York City, I gots to keep it all the way 100. Kendrick Lamar was the right decision, and I don't care what no paid Drake fan has got to say. Academics, we gonna get on you later. Let's just get to what we on right now. Kendrick told stories. I mean, let's look at the track list since Academics had leaked it and he thinks that's such a celebration. Let's look at the track list. We got GNX, Squabble Up, Humble, DNA, Euphoria, Man at the Garden, Peekaboo, Luther, All the Stars with SZA, Not Like Us, and TV Off. Shout out to the OG Hassan Campbell because that was definitely his slogan. And we like to shout out people on this side. We don't steal content and just sit there and pretend like we came up with things. We give credit where credit is due. Now, as we continue talking about this Kendrick Lamar halftime performance, let's get into the controversial thing that every man is crying about all of a sudden. People are talking about Serena Williams crip walking during Kendrick Lamar's performance. She had unmarried men's panties twisted because they claimed a married woman should turn down the opportunity to crip walk during the Super Bowl. We got folks talking about if that was my wife, I would have. Hold on. Fortunately for her, she's not your wife. She got a secure, successful, wealthy man that was probably 9 times out of 10 crip walking backstage as well with their daughter. Let's really talk about it. I don't understand what's the real controversy here. Are y'all getting paid to be mad? Are these your own feelings? I gotta question everything now, especially what's going on with the world. And people talking about, oh, Serena Williams lost her family member to a crip, but I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and I don't mean to change the topic, but is she supposed to hate all crips? I mean, this can't be the America that want to be Christians and Catholics. I thought we followed the Bible. The Bible don't teach us to hate people. And y'all sitting there expecting Serena Williams to sit there and hate Crips? She's supposed to hate Nipsey Hussle? She's supposed to hate Snoop Dogg? Like, come on. Y'all just saying anything to try to diminish what Kendrick Lamar's halftime performance even was. Now let's get to Drake fans. Starting with the president of the I Love Drake fan club, DJ Academics. Now, I've spoken positively about DJ Academic before the 15-year-old grooming allegations had came out. Well, it's really not even that much allegations because, many of us have seen the video and he was dead wrong for what he had said to that 15-year-old kid. This is a man willing to play the instruments while the boat sinks on some Titanic. Academics went on the internet to brag that he had basically leaked the track list, and can anybody raise their hand if they care? I'm pretty sure that most of the people that watch that and watch me ask that question, 9 times out of 10, nobody's raising their hand because nobody cares. I'm a wrestling fan. So do you think any of that phases me? Do you know how many main events were leaked? Do you know how many title changes were leaked? Do you know how many returns have been leaked? And I still watched it, gasping as if I didn't just read it 2 to 3 days before. I mean, somebody can spoil an entire movie for me and it's not going to change anything because let's look at it like this. Most movies were books. Does that mean that nobody should watch the movie or read the book? No. Just because I read the book doesn't mean I'm not going to watch the movie. I'm not 10 years old. It wasn't ruined for me. And it's not a big, oh my gosh. I even seen some Drake fans trolling, disrespecting Lovely T in her live comments. And I was shocked because I'm like, dang, a sister can't have her own opinion? That's what's wrong with the world today. Everybody want to sit there and disrespect you because you have your own opinion. Everybody want to be a yes man. Nobody has to like something. And I understand there are people that you don't have to like the Kendrick Lamar performance. That's the point of everything. But you don't have to disrespect other people for liking something. If you don't like what somebody is saying, you could go to somebody who does. And in this case, that would be Academics. Then I seen some other journalists. I'm not even going to get into them. I'm not even going to name their names. But at the end of the day, it's so obvious that some of y'all opinions are paid opinions. Really. It all aligns. That's all you see. And I'm not going to say too much, but all I'm going to say is hold the L. Just the other day, I was watching Unrivaled and I saw Hamby losing to Skylar Diggins Smith. So if I had to watch that, then y'all have to watch Drake take this L. It happens. Sometimes our faves take an L. It's okay. But am I sitting there up in the comments disrespecting somebody because my fave took an L? No. Y'all Drake fans gotta comment down. If somebody don't like Drake, they don't have to like Drake. As a matter of fact, this don't even just apply to Drake fans. This applies to all fan bases. If I don't like something, that's my business. If you see me sharing my opinion, it's my opinion. If you don't like it, go to walmart.com, buy you a camera, buy you a mic, go and invest and make you a YouTube banner and make your own channel and share your own opinion, or go to somebody else who shares an opinion that aligns with yours. Everybody don't got to share an opinion you want to hear. And that's period. Let's get into the next topic. Now, for the next topic, we're going to talk about Kanye West blacking on Twitter and facing cancellation. This all started with him responding to people basically criticizing him for how his wife dressed at the Grammys. Now, when I first saw it, I don't know if it's because I'm gay, I didn't really hate the outfit too much. When I saw it, I was like, okay, it's, maybe a little bit too revealing than what I thought she was going to wear. But, she body tea, you know what I'm saying? Like, she looked good. I thought if he ain't have a problem and she ain't have a problem, why should I have a problem? But unfortunately, people don't think like me. A lot of people were saying that he was controlling her, etc., etc. He went on social media and let it all out. It was like word vomit. He was saying anti-Semitic statements. He was talking about Me Too victims, Jewish people, Dave Chappelle, even Kamala Harris. But I have a certain opinion that I would like to share. And I would like to start by saying I don't agree with anything that Kanye West was saying. I'm not making any excuses for it. He was wrong. It was disgusting. And he was wrong. Dead wrong. 100% wrong. But I notice how they act with Kanye versus others who can do an anti-Semitic move and hide off into the White House and hire people that have no background in working with the government. Crazy. Crazy how the difference is. You can either do that or become president twice. Kanye's been recently dropped by his talent agent, and I understand why the talent agent did it. You got to put yourself first, Lucius. You feel me? I get it. But again, I have my opinions, and I notice the difference. Some people have said that the reason why they're acting that way with Kanye and not Elon Musk is because he has literally claimed that he is a AZI with the letter N in the front. But what I say to this is, can someone take a picture with their hands spelling out blood, post it on Instagram, and we not think that that person is claiming to be a blood? If the answer is no, then you know how I feel. Let's get into the next topic because I have a lot of opinions about this next one. Next on the list, we're going to be talking about how this rapper who goes by the name of Dank recently went viral because a Lyft driver told her she couldn't fit in his car. Now, the Breakfast Club had recently went viral as well because of their interview with her, and I have a lot of opinions I would like to share. Because I writes down information, I don't play. Now, I saw the interview, and one thing my grandmother taught me was to not fall for the tricks, okay? Whether it's with women or with the people. And that's period. I watched videos from 6 years ago, 9 years ago, 4 days ago, 3 weeks ago. I even went back to when they had Angela Yee. I never saw an interview where they showed the person that they're interviewing walking in. And that made me think, was this a viral moment? I don't know whether to question the Breakfast Club or this rapper or both of them at the same time because I really got to talk about it. Let's talk about the way she came in and was dressed. She had on this one piece and spandex shorts. Now, I know I'm not bugging, but it's cold in New York City. It's cold on the East Coast. She had that on and a varsity jacket. Then she continued to say that we need to make accommodations for F people because she doesn't believe in the word fat. But I mean, I get where she's coming from because it's. I don't think it's a nice word either. I think we should just say bigger people or big people. I think that word has been demonized, even with skinny, because everybody wants to talk about, oh, well, what about this? All right, then we'll say that too. That word has also been demonized as well. We should say bigger or smaller. If you feel that way, if you feel like they are one way with bigger people than they are with smaller people, then maybe we should say bigger people and smaller people instead of fat and skinny. If we've demonized fat and skinny to that point, then we should say bigger people and smaller people. But, one thing that really did amuse me was how quick Jess was. I mean, the way she was so quick to say F people, I really was weak. I'm not even gonna lie. She was quick with it. I have to give credit where credit was due. That was a funny moment right there. But again, because I can't be distracted by laughter, I do believe that this was a viral moment. Even when the rapper Dink said, oh, she took a bike there. Bro, now you're trying to be funny, and I feel like you're just trying to go viral. This is given when the people on Pop the Balloon be trying to go viral. You could tell, and nobody laughs at them because it always comes out corny. I can see through the hokey doke. Like now I gotta take my glasses off because I feel like you're trying to play with my intelligence. I really feel like you're trying to play with my intelligence. You think I was just gonna fall for this? Even the part when she said that LGBT people get accommodations. Oh, when have I ever gotten a people was getting checks for liking women? I didn't know this. Because if that was the case, the government need to start sending me my check today. What accommodations? If you're gonna say accommodations, then say trans people, because those are the only people that's getting accommodations. I ain't getting no accommodations for loving women. In fact, people is disrespecting me. Talking about, oh, you going here, you don't even know me. I ain't getting no accommodations, honey. I don't know what accommodations you talking about. Get it right. But all in all, I do feel like this was a viral moment. And yeah. Let's get into the next topic. Now, last on the list, we got Mr. Jello, Mr.
Might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa.
But he must have swerved around that corner and hit his head because his baby mother / ex-girlfriend, Miss Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop, had came out to expose him for up and abandoning her and the baby. She said that he been cheating, and long story short, I don't know if it's because of that Lil Wayne feature he got or whatever it is, but he's starting to feel like he hot. I mean, he's claiming that he's hotter than Cameron. He's sitting there leaving his girlfriend to go with some other hoe. Like, that's hot, right? No, it's not. I keep trying to tell y'all when y'all got a good woman to stop sitting here playing and wasting these women time. Nikki's not a bum like most of these BBL social media obsessed chicks online. This girl graduated from USC. So she real educated up there. This woman has had many businesses. She's even in real estate. Her family been had money, and one thing her mother has taught her is to be about that bag. And that's one thing that Miss Nikki Baby has been consistently about. I be trying to tell you folks, when you got a smart, educated, beautiful, hardworking woman, you can't do her dirty. Because one thing about it, two things for sure, those women don't come by twice. Now, do I know what that feeling is like? Maybe. We ain't gonna get into it though. But let's really talk about most of these modern day women. Because I have to put it in parentheses because the way half of these women act, I don't even feel comfortable calling y'all women sometimes. You ask her what her aspirations are, and they so social media obsessed that they want materialistic things. They don't want education. They don't want a good job. They don't want to be making their own bag. They want to leech off of somebody else's bag. That's what it is. That's what's hype. That's what's lit now, right? Some of these hoes need makeup and wigs and clothes to make themselves feel A1. But behind all that is a nasty, evil spirit behind all that. I don't even mean to start preaching, but I really got to talk my talk because some of these women is more obsessed of what's on the outside than what's on the inside. Some of these hoes have a hard time being compassionate. They not real. They not smart. They all up in everybody's face. What happened to the educated women? What happened to the smart women? The beautiful natural women? I know what happened. We all fumbled them. There's a difference between a woman and a hoe. And unfortunately, sometimes we get mixed up with that definition. And unfortunately, sometimes we can't take back the mistakes that we made. So I say to you, Mr. Jello, Mr. Swerve around that corner, you might need to swerve around that corner and fix your situation with Miss Nikki Baby. These hoes ain't worth it. When you got a good woman by her side that got it on her own, that got her own bag, that got a good heart, that actually love and care for you, you stand by her side. And you don't chase these hoes just because they looking good. Because when you got them and you with them, whole time you wishing you was with somebody else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Point is, Mr. Jello, you might have to swerve around that corner and get your hoe back. Period. Now that's all for today. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. You know, I did a lot of shouting out, and I guess I got to talk my talk once more. Because again, I felt real disrespected. Don't call yourself X, Y, and Z if you're not doing X, Y, and Z. I've been about this for a very long time. Since before 2023. Since before 2022. Since before 2021, I've been doing this. I've been doing this voice stuff. Stop playing with me. Everybody think just because you can stand in front of a camera and run your mouth, that means that you the voice. It don't. Period, point blank. I does my research. I does this journalism stuff. Like, stop playing with my name. I'm tired of people playing games. Period. I've been doing voice announcing since I don't know how long. I was doing this. I had a microphone in my hand for I don't know how long I can count. I've been doing this. So again, put some respect on the real voice of New York City name. And I'm going to keep talking my talk because I can talk laps around y'all. Real talk, real educated. Been doing this. One of one. Period. God gave me this talent. And I'm not here to share my seat. I'm sitting here and ain't nobody pushing me off. Period. If you like this video, give this video a nice thumbs up, show some love. Show some love to God. Always be humble and be on the lookout for the next video. Mwah.
I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban chain, she called me back.